Today, Box3 is at the world-famous Silverstone Circuit, right in the heart of the UK's motor hub. Here, Box3 offers enthusiasts the chance to master the art of racecraft, with expert guidance from seasoned professional instructors. Today, we're joined by Darren, a former rally driver, and Henry, a passionate car enthusiast, as they spend the day learning to unlock the full potential of the Porsche Cayman. Let's get into this. If you're interested in refining your racecraft and taking your driving to the next level, why don't you get in touch? I'll put a link in the description below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's action.
What machine that is! It's a lot of fun. Very
First
good.
session in the Box3 car?
Yeah, really good, really good.
Tell me your first thoughts and impressions of the car and then of yourself.
I think, you know, you can feel the grip with the moulded slicks. You know, the brakes are as good as my car, you know, so which is good comparing they're on steel, but I think the main thing is the grip, but you can definitely feel the balance of the car as well. You know, you're turning a little bit late or you're on the brakes a little bit late, you can feel the dynamics. So, yeah, no, really good, really good.
I can see how it's quite addictive.
So go on then, walk me through it.
Well, if you know where you're going, it helps. But I think you soon pick up, you know, which corner's going where, right?
Yeah.
Having a coach, having somebody tell you what to do is incredible.
Yeah.
Like somebody say, no, brake now, not yet, now run hard. You know, that makes a world of difference.
I think the art of it is it's such a complicated track, you know, and
there's
so
a lot
much
of corners,
of it,
right?
Yeah, and so much of it when you're sat so low are almost blind crests all the while as you're coming in, you know, so it's just really, I know there's a lot more to speed in there, but it's just memorising.
So that was your first session now. How do you think you did your first session? What did you learn? What did you...
Yeah, I think, you know, the track more than anything, you know, the dynamics of the car, they're very similar rather to my own car, so...
I immediately felt as though you're sort of watching other people going around thinking, well, they're in the wrong place. No, that's good. That was really good fun.
Excellent.
Might need a little lie down now. Definitely a cup of tea.
After the first session, Henry and Darren have the chance to review their telemetry alongside the instructors. This is where the learning really begins. Together, they analyse the data from each lap, looking closely at braking points, cornering lines and throttle application to pinpoint exactly where improvements can be made. With the expert guidance of the Box3 team, both drivers gain a deeper understanding of their technique and how to unlock more potential from the car. Once the review is complete, it's back out on track to put their insights into practice and see just how much they can raise their game.
The more we have the information there on a quiet place and then try to apply them, Gary there helping you out. And you keep doing this, you're going to learn quicker.
Definitely.
Soon you're going to put everything in place.
Well, I'm not here to try and set a lap record, it's just trying about learning the dynamics. You know?
Yeah, that's the aim we have. We want you to drive really well in a competent way and enjoy your driving on the track. That's what we aiming for. So next time, all we've got to try and do now is get round out clean without the traction interfering.
So where was he doing that?
I think couple of times we probably turned in a bit quick and the back started to slide, that's when it came in.
Yeah.
A couple of times maybe when we popped off the brake and popped off and turned in at the same time.
Yeah.
Through the weight of the car.
Okay. Yeah.
Just try and work on being a fraction
Smoother.
With the final session complete and a full day of track action behind them, the day has come to a close. Now it's time to hear from Darren and Henry themselves to find out what they thought of the track, the car, and their experience working with the instructors throughout the day.
So yeah, for me personally, to come here as a real novice, it's only my second time on track. Really nervous this morning driving up the A34, and for me the improvement in my confidence, but my ability to know the lines, to know where we should be taking, which time we should be taking into each corner, apexes to hit, where we apply the brakes, where we really can push. I mean, it's huge, really good fun. Hugely appreciate it. Thank you. I think it's quite nervy coming to a track day like this for the first time, right? But actually how easy you've made it because of the data. I've driven cars for years, right? But not in this kind of environment. But the data and how easily you explain it means that actually it's incredibly easy for a novice to improve and improve and improve. And yeah, I'm becoming back.
Brilliant. What about you?
I think similar. I think for me really, was just the braking really. As I said, doing rallying, the instinct is to brake really hard late, and what I mean by that is, on track you brake really hard early, if that makes sense, and then bleed the brakes, settle the car, turn in. Rallying is just the opposite. You almost brake really hard just as you turn in, because you want it unsettled, and it's really just making that transition and getting rid of the memory muscle, which we could see on the data. I was still trying to enter like a rally driver. and I think for me that was not the biggest challenge, but probably the biggest learning curve, and that was so visible on the data. You could see your braking was one way and mine was the other in the same area, because I want the car unbalanced, and that's not the right thing, and that's what I learned.
So it's great to have you too. We hope you had an amazing day, and I hope to see you again so we can push even further.
Definitely.
What about that?
Definitely.
Thank you. Thanks,
Thank
Adrian.
you.
Much appreciated.
Thanks, Adrian.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Well done.
Take care.
Good work.
Well done. Well done. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you're interested in sharpening your driving skills or even starting your journey to becoming a racing driver, why not join us on a Box3 Driver Development Track Day? Visit box3.com to find out more. We'll see you in the next one.